Here is a fact that will unsettle you. In the world of counterfeit medicine, the most faked pills are not the expensive ones. They are painkillers and antibiotics. Because when people are suffering, they will reach for anything that looks like a solution. We do the same thing with our lives. We reach for identities, careers, relationships that look like the cure for our ache, only to find they are placebos, leaving the disease of discontent to grow stronger in the dark. And the disease has one name: resignation. The quiet daily agreement that this vague dissatisfaction, this weight you carry, is simply who you are. It is not. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. And that decision is not a loud proclamation. It is the silence that comes after you stop lying to yourself. I want you to understand the anatomy of this lie. It lives in the gap between your life and your story. The life is the raw data. Your actions, your habits, the things you actually do day after day. The story is the narrative you wrap around it to make it bearable. I'm just not a morning person. I am not good with money. I am too old to change. This is just my personality. We coat the sharp edges of our failures with these soft, forgiving stories. We build a dam of excuses, and behind it, the water of our true potential rises, stagnant and still. The pressure builds for years. You feel it as a low hum of anxiety, a background noise of regret, a sense that you are performing a role written by someone else, perhaps by a younger, more scared version of yourself. The breaking point is not dramatic. It is not a crash. It is a surrender. It is the moment you look at the dam you built and, in a state of perfect, exhausted honesty, you pull out a single stone, not to destroy the whole structure in a heroic act, but simply because you cannot carry the weight of that one lie anymore. You stop saying, "I'll start tomorrow." You delete the app that steals your hours. You write the first sentence. You take the walk. You sit in the silence instead of numbing it. This is the one change. It feels insignificant. It feels foolish. It is the most powerful thing you will ever do, because that one change is not about the action. It is a signal, a message sent from the deepest part of you to the universe of your own possibilities. It says the old story is over. From that moment, you enter a season of silent endurance. You are not building a new you. You are excavating the one that was always there, buried under the rubble of expectations and fear. This is suffering without drama. It is the grind of showing up when the novelty has faded, when no one is watching, when the story in your head screams that it's not working. You do it anyway, because the one change has become a covenant with yourself. It is the quiet reference point. When chaos comes, you do not look for motivation. You look for that stone you removed. You return to the discipline of that single, simple truth. And brick by brick, the old dam comes down. The water begins to move. What flows is not a raging, destructive torrent, but a current of direction, a gentle, undeniable pull toward a different way of being. This is patience without weakness. It is the understanding that a river carves a canyon not through force, but through persistence. Day after day, the water meets the rock, and eventually, the rock gives way. Your habits are the water. Your resistance is the rock. You are both. This is the long waiting. The internal conflict gives way to a quiet alignment. You start to make choices not from fear, but from a deep, unfamiliar sense of what is right for the person you have decided to become. The person who doesn't need the counterfeit pill. The person who can sit with the ache until it reveals its purpose. One day, you will look up and realize the landscape of your life is different. The canyon is carved. The path is clear. You did not climb a mountain in a single bound. You simply turned away from the wrong path, 1 degree at a time, until you were walking in a new direction entirely. This is rebirth without fantasy. There is no fanfare, just a profound and peaceful recognition. You are here. You built this. The person you decided to be is now the person you are. It was never about destiny. It was about decision. A decision you made in a moment of quiet honesty, and then remade every single day after. So if you are in the long waiting, in the silent endurance, feel the pressure of that water behind your dam. Do not be afraid of it. It is your own strength waiting. Find your one change, the smallest, most true thing you can do today to honor the person you wish to become. Then do it again tomorrow. The world is quiet for you now. Listen, and then begin for the person you are destined to become.